Bank Stadium. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And a look here now at their fourth-year quarterback.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. Now here's Young. That'll be complete to Okonkwo. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Throwing, Young. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Here's the Panthers punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Fielded at about the 28. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. Leading them out is their 6'3" quarterback, the 3rd overall selection in 2018, Sam Darnold.
And we talked about it last week, the pressure of not just playing in the playoffs and now in the championship game as they try to close out a perfect 19-0 season. Of all the games they've played, though, this year, this is far and away the toughest one. If they find a way to win it, guess what the next one will be? The toughest one they've played. That's what happens when you have a perfect record on the line.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Faking the give, Darnold. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Darnold from the red zone now. He'll buy some time right. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. To throw is Darnold toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Kevin O'Connell has a play call ready. His guys going for it on 4th. They'll go with Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Aaron Jones. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have struck first in this NFC title game. So they only needed a couple of feet there on 4th down, but they got more than that and then some as he takes this into the end zone.
And I love your description right there, right? 4th and short. They got that. No problem. Let's go ahead and get the rest of it. Finish it off in the end zone. Touchdown. Everyone goes away happy on that one.
That's caught. It's caught. And it's 8-0. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Young going to give to Brooks, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
There he goes, right side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Young to throw it. And this is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Quick throw there is incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Young on 3rd down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down. They'll turn things over to Brandon Aubrey now for the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And this one is right through. And they get on the board, trailing now 8-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. On 2nd and 10, Darnold. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Darnold now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. 1 quarter in the books. 8-3, our score. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. On 1st down, it's Darnold. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Darnold to throw again. Justin Jefferson bringing in the slant. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Darnold. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Here's Darnold. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Justin Jefferson. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are able to widen their advantage. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
Carolina getting set to take the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Young. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 3rd and 1, here's Young. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he fields it cleanly. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Darnold rolling to his right. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now 2nd and 3. Off of play action, Darnold. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. A play fake, and it's Darnold. This is caught by Addison. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 18. They'll try the right side with Jones. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. One back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal. Here's Darnold. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Kevin O'Connell choosing to leave his guys out there. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they wait for the 2. They don't get it. The third time wasn't a charm. They got the first 2 two-point tries. Still have the lead, but couldn't get the third.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for 2 so often?
Yeah, and we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game planned for. Felt good about being aggressive and going for it. And right up until that one, they had gotten 2 for 2.
It's Young on first down. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Young again. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Vikings pick up the football. And some room to work. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. So now, I think even our referee is confused. The defense accepted the holding penalty, but they just got the ball on the fumble recovery, so that will be negated. That's a tough one to comprehend. Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he's brought down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. The throw over the middle, taken in, and all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Flush to his right. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Panthers.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
Young now after the fumble recovery. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Got a man. That's Leggett. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Young to throw it. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Young now. Got his man, Okonkwo. And, he takes a shot at the end of that play. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. The play fake. Now Young. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that George Halas Trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's look back to the AFC Championship game held earlier today. And it's the Jacksonville Jaguars who are heading to the Super Bowl as they await the winner of this NFC Championship game. In the first half, it was the veteran Sam Darnold who had the offense moving. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Halas Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series.
Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now a first down carry by Jones. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Running right, Jones. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2nd and 9. Jefferson going to go in motion right. And now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action. Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. So the penalty on the offense, no need to accept that. They'll decline it, and the interception will stand. On 1st and 10, Young. Catch made by Slayton. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line. They'll come up 2nd and 7. Here's a handoff to Brooks running left. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Here is Young. He's got his target. That's complete. Across midfield. He's on his way. Touchdown, Carolina. Darius Slayton, an even 90 yards. And the Panthers get a bit closer. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll wind up short of the goal line. So they will not be able to get this back within a score as this remains a 10-point differential. You know, we've discussed this before and we've seen it at practices. Extra periods being put in for the offense on these 2-point tries. But the defense, they're beefing up their support as well in practice.
They absolutely have to. If people are going to go for 2 and try and gain those advantages and make it tougher on your team as the game goes along, you have to be in a position to stop those. You can't let them get the advantage. So, yes, the defensive teams, they're putting in that extra time on 2-point plays as well.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Man over the middle, and it's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now it's Darnold. There's Addison. Touchdown, Vikings. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Vikings add 6 to their lead. On those
those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
1st and 10, Young. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. And we're in the 3rd quarter of the NFC title game. This is 2nd and 10. Now Young. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. They'll stay on the ground with Brooks. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Young will set to throw. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now a first down throw for Young. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. The give is to Jones. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. And now they're in the hurry-up. Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Jones, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. So the completion good for just 3, and that'll make it 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw, Young. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brooks. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage, Young. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And he is going to have a Panthers first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Throwing, Young. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Young to throw again on 2nd and 10. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Again, it's Young. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Down the sideline he goes.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So the Vikings bringing the offense back onto the field. They'll go for 2 here. After the interception, here's Darnold. And they're just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Young to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Marsh. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Young. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Young on 1st down.
That'll be complete to Okonkwo.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
It's Young off play action. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long, and they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like a Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here we go on the return from the 1-yard line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you can bet that they are starting to sense it now. That George Halas trophy nearly theirs. Their spot as NFC champions oh so close as they try to finish this one off.
And they're going to speed things up here. Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing.
Looking for Addison again, and he's got him again.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Faking the give, Darnold. Wide open receiver complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
And incomplete here. So that will leave them with 16 on the clock.
I know we can sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
He finds his man, complete. That's Marsh. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Looking to throw, Young. He finds his man, complete. It's Marsh. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now here's Young. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
And the Vikings are going to the Super Bowl as we sign off here and say goodnight, everybody.
Does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.